What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another desireLess discussion. Here's your co-hosts KJ Howard and Cam Porter. We got a special interview for you guys today. Now we're going to introduce Corey Kiner, Mr. Roger Bacon legend. UC's finest man. Go ahead, introduce yourself, Corey. I give you the floor.
What's good, y'all? I'm Corey Kiner, here today to talk with my boys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I'm already going to just come off the bat, bro. You had a legendary high school career. Let me put the numbers up. I wrote
Hold
that
on.
down, man. Let
Oh,
me
we gonna talk. We gotta talk about Little League first, Kevin. I know
Little
you grew up
League.
in Middletown. I know you grew up in Middletown, so you like
Okay, go ahead. Talk about. Go ahead, then. You take over. Go ahead.
you ain't really understand Cincinnati Little League, but
Okay.
Cincinnati Little League is taken very serious in Cincinnati. And Mr. Corey Kiner is probably one of the greatest to ever carry a Little League football. Corey, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Man, Little League football get hectic in Cincinnati, bro. I think the adults take it more serious than the kids, at times. Cause it was times where I had people walking up to me pre-game like I need 3 touchdowns from you, like. And
Yeah.
me as a kid, like I didn't understand what they were talking about, but they was betting like betting,
Yeah, they had some bands on that game, boy.
yeah, betting they life savings
Oh,
on me as a 6-year-old and as an 8-year-old, like
They're just trying to hit their parlay on an 8-year-old.
yeah, like yeah, bro, it get pretty crazy, but like at the same time, like it's a lot of great athletes in Cincinnati, and I think that I feel like that we kind of get slept on. Um, because everybody always talk about the southern states like Georgia, Florida, Texas, and then California, and you see all their YouTube videos of their little league and all that kind of stuff. But in Ohio, bro, we've been doing that too. Like, bro, we are products of Cincinnati Little League football.
Thanks.
bro. So was you like the overgrown kid who was like 6 foot before everybody? Or like, why was you so
Yeah,
legendary, bro? What was
yeah,
up,
I've
bro?
been I've been 5'9", 215 since I was 5 years old.
For them kids, but let me see that birth certificate, man.
Nah,
Yeah, no, for
I got
real.
story. I got a story. I don't know if Corey remember this though, but so we played Corey. We played Finneytown played Corey and them team. Um, I forget what year it was, but we played them at West High. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So like we knew coming in, like, all right, they got Corey, bro. We gonna have to tackle him. We gonna have to stop him.
Was you
Um,
playing?
yeah, I
Okay,
played.
okay. You was on defense.
I don't remember tackling Corey at all, but I might have been out there. Um, so we're going into it. We're like, all right, we gotta tackle Corey. We gotta tackle Corey. That's whatever. But coach is hyping us up before the game. Like, man, like he ain't gonna do nothing against us. Like he ain't seen us. Like talking crazy. So we
Yeah,
started to believe it a little bit. Like, all
got
right,
to fake
maybe
it till you
he.
make it.
Man, it was like first quarter, bro. Corey 60-yard run, bro. He do a front flip on our safety, bro. Over our safety into the end
Wait,
zone.
what?
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. We got a picture of it, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know,
I was
Wait,
fearless as a kid, bro. I just used to
bro.
just
you
do
you did
stuff.
a you was doing front flips over dudes, bro?
Did a front flip over our safety, bro.
Yeah, bro. I was
Like on like some Jerome Simpson, you run in the end zone, you
Bro.
just hmm.
It
yeah,
was
bro. Like I ain't really understand nothing as a kid, so I was just like jumping over people and doing front flips and stuff. I used to watch a lot of wrestling, and I used to see them doing front flips and stuff. So I used to be like, shoot, I could do that, and then just go do it in a football game. And then when Jerome Simpson did that front flip over the one dude for the Cardinals, bro, I try to do that so much in real football games.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. Was out there Jeff Hardy.
no.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
for
that.
real.
He took he took our soul. No, no, did he? But he took our soul.
No,
Bro.
but that's crazy, bro. Well, shit, I guess she was a legendary little league player, and like I said, legendary high school, bro. Like I'm gonna go over these stats, man. 7,130 career rushing yards,
Sheesh.
125 total touchdowns. You won Mr. Football. I'm pretty sure you won every award, bro. Like, what was that like, bro? Running for that much, bro? Was you tired, man? What was that like, bro? That many
Uh,
touchdowns,
so
that many yards.
so in high school, we were in like a lower division. So my dad told me right out when I went into high school, he was like, "Bro, you're gonna have to score 6 touchdowns a game if you want to go D1." And I'm like, "Bro, I just want to go to school with my friends, like, cause I ain't really understand it. Like, it was all the bigger high schools, but then he was like, "Bro, it's gonna be hard to go D1 from there." And I'm like, "Shoot, bet." So or second high school, first high school game, I scored 3 touchdowns. Second high school
Mm,
football game ever. I scored 5 touchdowns and broke the single game rushing record at my high school with 302 rushing yards.
as a freshman.
Like, yeah. So it
It's
was
crazy.
like I wanted to play college football so bad. So my dad told me what I had to do. So I tried my hardest to do it every single game.
Nah, but that's bro. 300 yards as a freshman. That's nuts,
300 yards as a freshman is insane, bro. I don't care who you playing against.
Yeah,
bro.
it was crazy, man.
So
It was fun though.
nah, for real, bro. So like, what was recruiting like, bro? Like,
So recruiting was kind of crazy, but it wasn't at the same time because we was around that time when COVID was happening. So
mhm,
as I started to get recruited, freshman year, first offer was from UK. Sophomore year, I get a couple more offers. Then after my junior season is when the offers really start getting coming in. And then when I'm really trying to decide where I want to go, then I got my first official visit set up, and then COVID happens.
mm,
So I didn't really get to take any visits really. I didn't take any official visits at all. So recruiting kind of got stalled out and kind of stopped. So, I didn't really get to meet any coaches really in person. Talking over the phone isn't the same as in person. I want to get in front of a coach. I want to see him. I want to speak to him, shake his hand and stuff
yeah,
like
it's part of the experience. Yeah.
yeah, so I really didn't get to experience much of that. And then I committed to LSU during the COVID period without taking a visit. And it ended up being like a great experience though. Like I loved it down there.
What initially brought you to LSU? You know what I mean? Like, was it they've produced great backs and they're a great program, but like usually a Cincinnati kid don't go to LSU. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So what was it about them that kind of drew you to or something?
So growing up, I always was a LSU fan, and in particular, I was a Tyrann Mathieu fan, and that's my favorite college football player ever. I was a big fan of the Honey Badger, and as a kid, I used to cut my hair in a mohawk and dye it blonde and stuff like that. And I used to take on that Honey Badger persona and that mentality. And then when they finally offered me and all that, like I took into account like how many running backs they produced and put into the NFL, which is ultimately my goal is to make it to the NFL. Finally got to go on a visit. I went to the spring game and I felt like shoot, this is a place I wanted to be. It was like that's when people say Southern hospitality, like you don't really understand that until you go down there. Like my first experience down at LSU was I was walking across the street. Mind you, I have a all black hoodie on with my hood up. And the old
Mm.
lady walks up to me and asks me, "Do you know how to get here?" And I'm
Mm.
like, "Shoot, I'm not from down here." She was like, "Oh man, I never come downtown." So I'm like, "Shoot." She was like, "Have a nice day, young man." And I'm like, "Shoot." That was my first experience down there. Just the kindness of her, and then just the Southern hospitality and the campus is so beautiful. And
Yeah.
then to top it all off, just the football. It's great football down there.
What other schools was recruiting you? Like, was like Ohio State won you? Like, what other schools was gunning
Man.
for you, bro?
Yeah, Ohio State, Michigan, UK, a lot of schools were interested. It was pretty close with Michigan. I used to go on a lot of visits to Michigan.
For real?
Yeah, it was a good experience up there. Coach Harbaugh was doing his thing. Um, this was pre beating Ohio State era. So I didn't yeah. So they hadn't beaten Ohio State since we were kids, I think. So in
Yeah.
high school, I never seen them beat them, and then my freshman year of college, they finally beat them. So
So was
Mm.
you never was an Ohio State fan? Because most of the time, like kids growing up in Cincinnati, like we not UC fans, we not none of them fans. Like when you're in Ohio, you're an Ohio State fan.
yeah, so yeah, I was an ultimate Ohio State fan. Braxton Miller was everything, man.
Yeah.
I used to watch Braxton Miller highlights, and then Carlos Hyde, and then Ezekiel Elliott hit the scene. Next thing you know, I was wearing crop top jerseys and stuff like that, thinking I was Ezekiel Elliott, bro. So yeah, like that. Ohio State was definitely, as an Ohio kid, was definitely my favorite team. Um, just it was Yeah, I was an Ohio State fan for real.
Yeah, best player in the state ain't even go to Ohio State. It's
Man,
crazy.
That's
it's
crazy.
crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Crazy how that stuff go,
Yeah, no cap. You know what it is. Yeah.
man. Crazy, man. Yeah, going on to the next question. Obviously, you didn't finish your career at LSU. Kind of take us through that. Kind of take us through what was your mindset entering the portal, and ultimately deciding to go to UC.
So I get to LSU and it's mid season. Coach O gets fired. So that was a little bit of a shocker because going into college, they say don't go to a college for a coach and staff or stuff like that. Go
Hmm.
because you love the school. Well, I mean, that's easier said than done. Um, of course, you go there because of the relationship that you have with the coach and everything that you have with that. And then that kind of took a toll on me mentally. I just wasn't very confident in myself, and I felt like, dang, like the coach that brought me down here is gone, so I really don't have a place down here with the new coaching staff that's coming in. And I did some deep soul searching and felt that it was time for me to make a move. And I did enter the portal, and then I my biggest reason for coming back home was because of my family. I felt that if if I did come home, they would be able to come to every single game because my grandmother loved to come to every game, but she didn't like traveling. She doesn't like planes or anything like that, so she never came to one of my games at LSU. So it was that was weighing on my mind when I did come back home. I'm like, shoot, grandma will be able to come to every game now.
Nah,
Yeah.
though, for shit. Kind of get an audience. I'm gonna switch gears a little bit, try to go to more of a little funny side. What's your welcome to college football moment, man? When did you know it's like, all right, I ain't playing at Roger Bacon no more. I'm in either the SEC or the Big 12, or wait, did you go to UC? Was y'all in the Big 12 yet, or were y'all
We was in the AAC when I first got to you.
AAC? Okay, AAC.
So
When was that? When was that moment, man? What was that like?
welcome to
Walk the audience
college
through that.
moment. Welcome to college moment. Freshman year, I'm at LSU. I get a handoff against Mississippi State. I get a handoff. It's inside zone. It's stuffed in the middle. I bounce it. I'm going around the edge. I thought the dude was about to go low and hit me in the legs. It was two dudes. It was one in front of me, one on the side. I thought the other dude was gonna go low and hit me in the legs, but he
Yeah.
didn't. So I kind of like high step and but I didn't lower my pads, and he didn't go low. He was like, oh yeah, I'm about to give me one, and just came and smacked me, like kind of knocked me out for a second on the sideline. And all I remember is I think it was Malik Neighbors. It might have been him. He on the sideline, like, bro, you good? Like, and I'm like, I finally woke up. And mind you, this felt like 5 minutes, bro. But this is all like 10 seconds. I get up and I'm like, shoot, I'm good. I'm good. I'm trying to convince myself that I'm good. I get to the sideline. My coach, like, I told you, quit all that jumping stuff.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
that was a good time though.
Damn. So going back to like I said, you playing the SEC, you playing the Big 12, you playing the AAC. What'd you say the difference between SEC ball and is it the Big 12 or the AAC? What would you say the biggest difference is, man?
I would just say the difference is the size of the big boys, the O line and D line.
Mhm.
And the skill guys, I feel like it's pretty similar between conferences. You got great receivers, great DBs. But in the trenches, in the SEC, it's kind of different. SEC and the Big 12, like you got all the linemen are huge, and then fast. Whereas in the other conferences, like you might have a couple of those big guys that are just different, but it ain't really. That's where my differences were.
Hmm. No, you.
Usually what I hear, man. That's what I hear from even Division 1 AA teams too. Like skill is skill. Like it's not too much off, but it's the
Them
trenches.
big dogs, boy. You got them freaky edge rushers.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, because it's not every day. When you find a 6'6", 260 pound dude that runs a 4.5, like bro, that's
Yeah,
that's
it's
a freak
nuts.
of nature.
I don't think like like regular. Not I won't say regular people, but people who don't play football understand like that is just insane.
That's
Somebody that
crazy.
big running that fast. I don't know that's kind of normalized now. If you see on the combine, you see all these big dudes, D linemen running 4.4s and 4.5. I'm like, bro, that's crazy.
Crazy. And then it kind of gets on my nerves when people who don't play football make comments like, "Oh, you smaller than him. You supposed to be faster than him." Nah, he's a freak of nature, man. He's 6'6", so one of his steps are two of mine. So
Exactly. Nah,
Nah, for real, bro. Like,
that's
bro, he 6'6", 250, 10% body fat. Like
crazy,
he
bro. Like
he got on easy mode, man. He just wake up, freak show, just show up.
for
right.
real.
Eat whatever you want. He don't sleep. He-
Nah, for real. Don't sleep. He partying 3 times a week. He
but
partying
he
before the game. He still go out there and get 2 sacks.
you
Man.
know what I mean? Okay, so that leads to the next question though. Who is the best player that you played against? We can go high school, college, like we always had that one defender that we've gone against. Bro, that's a dude, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can even be on the team too.
So I would say Will Anderson from Alabama. Like I played against him my
Mm.
freshman year. My freshman year was crazy, bro. That was a complete culture and shell shocking moment for me playing as a true freshman in the SEC. Against Alabama, I get a carry and I it was open on the inside and open on the outside, but it's Will Anderson right there, just in the hole. Like I could either go inside or outside. I try to go inside and like if it's anybody else, I'm breaking that tackle. Like one person not tackling me,
Yeah.
bro grabs me and just was like, get on the ground, like, and and as a true freshman, I'm salty. I'm like, bro, I saw daylight. And then
Nah.
fast forward, like 6 months later, it's draft day, and his name gets called in the first round, and what do you know? The picture that they have on the screen when he gets drafted, when his name gets called, is him standing over me flexing. I'm like, yeah. So I got all my friends Snapchat me calling me like, bro, I just seen you on the NFL Network. I'm like, but that ain't me.
Oh, right, I mean, nah. But you talked about you said that your freshman year was like such a culture shock. Can you go into more detail about that? Like really like what like really break down to the audience like man, like freshman in SEC. Kind of talk about that.
So it was like, as I mentioned, like in high school, I went to a small high school, Roger Bacon, like not the biggest high school in Cincinnati, Ohio. It was about 400 people in there, and then like 40 people on the football team, so not much at all. And that's varsity JV altogether. Like so, I get to college and it's 100 people on the football team. It's 8 running backs in the running back room, and then
Damn.
so yeah, like I always been a competitor, but now it's competition every day. Like in high school, it was competition on Friday every Friday, but in college, it's
Yeah.
competition every
Hey,
day.
barely that 300 yards a freshman. It was a cakewalk for you, brother. You was like that.
Yeah, yeah, for real. But get to college, it's competition every day. Like you walk into the weight room, you lifting with the other running backs. He throw 275 on the bar. You got to throw 315 on the bar because it's competition. So I just had to learn how to compete at everything. Being the first person in the meetings, just everything like that, and then getting into practice and actually having to practice each rep. In high school, like being a star player and stuff like that. At least at my school, like I mentioned, we didn't have a big football team, so coach didn't really want me doing much at practice because he didn't want me getting hurt in practice. So in practice in high school, I used to just really just run a lot, just run. Nobody was touching me or nothing like that. And then I get in college and then it's full pads in practice and I gotta go hit somebody. So like it was a culture shock, but like I'm a competitor. So it was like shoot, I was up for it. I just had to learn how to do it though. Like that first college practice, I was so tired, bro.
Ooh,
So tired.
I'm already knowing down south.
Yeah, bro. We was an hour in. Mind you, yeah, it's hot, bro. It's humid. I'm dying from the heat. And I'm like shoot, we done? He was like, nah, bro, this the half time of practice. Like, this the water break. We still got another half of practice. And I'm like,
Oh,
hmm,
that's funny. I mean,
Yeah.
you talk like obviously football, man. It wears on your body, man. It wears on your mind, man. Like, how do you take care of your body, not only physically but also mentally?
so I do a lot of reflecting, and I do a lot of like talking to my family members. Um, I try to I try to do I try to do more of it and try to be better at it because a lot of the time, earlier in my college career, I used to just try to hold everything in and try to just stay quiet, try to tough it out. But I learned that that's not really the best thing to do because the water does boil over the pot eventually. And that's not really the best thing that you want to happen because when you let those emotions build up for too long and then you do explode, then you end up doing things that you regret and saying things that you regret. So um I try to talk to my dad at least 2, 3 times a week, tell him how I'm feeling, tell him what's on my mind, and then listen to see what he has to say about it. Because the older you are, the wiser you are. And he's in his 50s, so he's a lot wiser than I am. So he has a lot better things to solve solutions than I have, solve problems than I have.
That's good. That's
No, it's
good.
good, bro. No, it's definitely good that you got somebody, to talk to, reflect to anytime, you got something on your mind, you get off your chest, man. I feel like it's definitely important, especially,
Yeah,
in the position you are, because everybody expects you just to be Mr. Perfect, take
yeah,
everything on the chin, be a man, this and that. No, so, it's good that you got somebody in that that, reflect to your parents, reflect to, whoever you need to, get that off your chest.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But
And
I
then,
got a I got a question. Oh, go ahead, Cam.
my fault. I was just gonna ask about how you take care of your body physically. You know what I mean? Are you a cold tub guy? Are you you
Yeah.
know, what type of guy are you?
I'm a big hot tub guy. So my routine in college was after every practice, I'll go hot tub, cold tub, steam room, and then repeat that like 3 times. And we did that like me and a couple of my other teammates, we did that every single day in college. And then when I get home, I do like a little stretch session. I got the bands and stuff like that. Loosen my hips up, lower back and all that kind of stuff, and foam roll. I got a big like softball, and I use that to foam roll my quads and my glutes and stuff like that. And then that's usually how I get the soreness out. And then it was a lot. I just go in and sit in the training room in college and just talk to them, and then whatever they told me to do, it was what I did. But the hot tub, cold tub, and the steam room is my go-to for me personally.
That's the remedy, man. That's how you run 4,000 yards, man. Y'all need to listen.
Mm.
Yeah,
The steam room ain't no joke. That's different than sauna. Steam room, like, yo, you can't breathe in that
you can't
motherfucker.
you can't breathe. I used to take the ice bags, and then I used
Yeah.
to put my phone in there, and then I used to go in there, set a timer for like 15 minutes, put the towel over my head, go in there, listen to some music, and just chill in there, bro. And we did that like every day, bro. And it really helped me. Like it helped me my breathing. I used to go in there and just working on my breathing, like breathing in, breathing out, stuff like that. And then it helped me
Mm.
reflect and relax.
Mm.
100%.
Mm. No, that's just tough, bro. You ever been in the steam room, Cam?
Yeah, so we don't got one here. We got a sauna, but I prefer steam room over a sauna personally.
Yeah, I do
Um,
too. Cause it really gets your body
bro.
like you don't need to be in there long. Like you said, 10, 15 minutes.
And it's
Corey
like
better than me. I've been there for 10.
you get out of there, the just like the air, it feel like normal air is like it's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Goodness, bro. But yeah, I'll need to find a steam room up here, man. Cause I miss that steam room, bro. Sauna cool though. Sauna cool. I like dry sauna.
kind of cool, bro. But like my first time experiencing the steam room was at UC, like, cause at LSU, it was a sauna in the rec center, so I used to go in there and use a sauna, and that's a different type of heat. But
Mm,
in the steam room, bro, you gonna go in there and then you gonna come out like drenched,
Yeah,
guaranteed.
like
Guaranteed. Sometimes
drenched.
sauna don't be.
that's what I'm
Look,
saying. Shit. And you was down south in the summer, and that shit damn near sun outside. You
Yeah, no
ain't.
cap. Oh, bro, I was so unprepared, bro, when I went down there.
bro.
Like, yeah, bro. Like I was in shape and cause I had just came off a track season. But I
Oh
get
yeah.
down, like I mentioned, bro, you don't know until you know. So when you get down in college practice, y'all know because y'all play college football, but it's different. Like college football practice is different, and it's so structured. You got warm ups, you got individual, you got this period, you got that period, and you got individual again, then you got team period. It's like, and that's every single practice. And now, shoot, I'm used to high school practice. Like we warm up, we got offense, then we got defense, and they didn't let me play defense in high school. So, shoot, when defense was practicing, I was chilling. So,
Mm.
oh yeah,
That's funny, bro. But yeah, and I think that's what people don't understand too, man. Like college football practices, bro, are so, like you said, they're so structured, and it's like it's almost like a game every single day. You know, especially if you like in summer camp, like
Oh, I was gonna say fall camp. Shit.
fall camp is literally you have to show up every day like it's a game. You're gonna be hitting, you're gonna be banging, like it's insane. It ease up like towards the middle to the end of the season a little bit for like starters or guys who play, but like man, I miss high school practices, man. Oh my god.
high school practice is really. I was like, if college gonna be like this, if college gonna be like high school, shoot, I'm gonna be coming in freshman year, be straight.
Thanks.
Well, like that. And then
That's
we had to lift
Yeah.
and practice. High school, bro, you practicing, you ain't lifting. Like, shoot, it's one or the other. College, nah, you gotta lift and
Listen.
you gotta practice. Sometimes you gotta practice then lift. And not to mention the meeting times. Like you meeting for hours at a time, bro. Like I wasn't prepared mentally or physically. But hey, as we do, we overcome and I overcame.
You already know. That boy desireLess.
Bro.
Oh, that's real though. Don't even get me started on spring ball.
Oh my goodness, bro. You know how I feel about spring ball, bro. Any college coach that see this, bro, if you got people that are already experienced and already like you've seen them play in games, bro, don't make them take every rep in spring ball, bro. Like spring ball is for the inexperienced guys and the underclassmen, bro. Like
Spring ball is just tough because like you have nothing to look forward to.
at all, bro.
You're not
The
winning.
end. You were looking forward to that shit over.
Like,
At
you're
all.
not playing towards a game or anything like that, man. You just practicing.
You
Practice
just
the scrimmage
practicing,
on
bro.
Saturdays.
Yeah, just scrimmage on Saturday.
Bro. And it'd be so like scrimmage be so pointless though. It'd be like
You gotta really love though. We was talking about that the other day. Like you gotta really love this stuff, bro. In college, succeed at it. First of all, to even get here, bro, you gotta really love it. And to succeed at it, you gotta love it even on a different level. You know.
yeah, yeah. Like you gotta love it and you gotta be disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, bro, I'm like it's so many great athletes that came from the Cincinnati area, but they just didn't have that discipline and they didn't have that love for the game to succeed. And it's sad, but it's like, shoot, that just makes you appreciate it more that we got that discipline and that love for it.
Yeah, that's real, man. Discipline is the key to everything in every aspect of your life, man. Like obviously with football, like you're not gonna be good, you won't succeed if you don't have discipline at this level. You know what I mean? Like obviously, like we talked about earlier, some freak shows here and there, man. But at this level, everybody is good. So you got to find little things that's gonna separate you. You know what I mean? And discipline is usually the ones who are most disciplined usually find themselves having the most success.
For sure. For sure. And then like mentioning like high school and stuff like that, like coming from the high schools that we come from, the Catholic high schools in Cincinnati, very disciplined, very structured.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, gotta wear a uniform, gotta have your shirt tucked in, gotta be there this time, can't be late, or they calling around making sure you alive.
Yeah,
Nah, for real, bro.
Shoot, when I got
They
to
don't,
college,
even, they don't even know about that, bro.
it
no,
don't.
they
I know
don't.
some of us that used to go to like public schools, but they used to be doing all type of stuff. They'll leave middle of the day, they'll do whatever. Ain't nobody worried, bro. You can just be at the bathroom. They calling your parents.
We
You
get in
go
trouble
there,
for ID. If we don't have our ID, go get ID. You know who I am, coach.
Like, bro,
What?
It'd be our
I'm a
coach.
senior.
like, bro, I feel like that alone helped me in college though. Like, that was the one thing, that was the one place for college that I was prepared. Like, bro, showing up to class on time, showing up to meetings on time, just stuff like that. Because in high school, shoot, I ain't had no choice if I wanted to go to class or not, bro. I had to go. Shoot, it's senior year and it's the last week of school, and I still gotta go to class. Like, bro, what? I
Oh
get to
man.
college, and it's like, shoot, my teammates sleeping in. I'm like, bro, I don't even feel comfortable sleeping in. Like,
I
I
don't
feel
even
like I'm
feel
a risk.
right.
Thanks. Nah, that's real, man. I had a dream the other night, man, that I woke up I woke up late for some meeting, bro. It was Christmas break, man. I woke up traumatized. I was scared.
That's the
The
worst
same
feeling ever,
thing,
bro.
bro. This just happened to me, bro. That's crazy.
That's the worst feeling ever. People don't understand. Not athletes, like, I mean, they understand to an extent for jobs and stuff like that, but they don't understand, like, you are late to a workout or anything football related or class or something like that, bro. These coaches will literally make you regret every 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 time you think about sleeping in, they will make you regret that, bro.
Mm.
Like,
At this point, you won't even come across your mind again.
like,
That was funny.
man.
That's
Nah,
funny.
we got 4 minutes left, man. I just got one more question, bro. So, like you said, you was the guy who came from a smaller school. Me and Ken, we always advise that for majority of players, if you want to play at the Division 1 level, you need to go to a school where you're in the spotlight. You need to go to school, like more of like a bigger school. But since you went to a smaller school, you kind of could, give your expertise on this though. What do a player has to do if they're playing at a small school? What do they have to do to make it to a level of a LSU, of a UC? What do they got to do, man?
Make every opportunity count. Because like I mentioned, you're going to be playing against other small schools who don't have the greatest athletes. So you have to do a lot more. You gotta figure out how to stick out because of course, if you're a good football player and you're playing against other people who aren't the best football players, you should be doing good. But you gotta do great every week. Like, like I mentioned, you gotta bring your A game every Friday. I was doing that. I was trying to. My pops told me I had to score 6 touchdowns, so I was trying to score 10 touchdowns every week. Like, and then like I mentioned, they weren't the best, so I didn't play the whole game every game. So shoot, I'm having to do that in the first half because I know second half, my coach was a nice coach. He ain't like running up the score, so I knew he was taking me out. So just having that mindset of nobody's on my level and I'm not gonna let them be on my level. Like, and just having that confidence in myself.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. Y'all hear that, man? Any young player that, like I said, if you still want to stay at your smaller school, man, you got to have that mindset. You got to go out there and dominate even more than the other guys who are playing at bigger schools. You got to really set yourself apart, man. But Corey, we appreciate you taking time out your busy day. You finna get started with your pro day combine training, man. I say congrats to getting invited to the combine. You know what
Appreciate
I'm
y'all,
saying?
man.
That's
Congrats,
dope.
man. But appreciate you taking time to hop on this podcast, man. But hey, that's all we got today. It's your guy KJ, Cam, Corey. We out here, man. We'll see y'all later.